Hey yo, what's up, world? Back at it like a crackhead. Got more downloads today. Um, Woo. A lot of people in this world think I'm alone or something. You know, too many people, especially in my city. Anyways, let me start with this downloads, man. There's three subjects that I need to hit. I'm gonna start with the most important one. My son, Lil Junior. And then I'm gonna start with the next subject about the Rockets. And the next subject will be what's going on back here. And other things I notice in the world, going on in the world. I'll talk about that too. Well, those are gonna be four topics that I'm gonna hit today, probably. I had a download that my son had a friend that lived by the Ocean Drive, by the water, by the beach. You know, it could be North Beach, it could be somewhere downtown. And he's in a building. If I didn't see him with my own eyes, but I felt I was closing in on his presence, you know, because I got intel that he hasn't been seen in 2 days, heard from in 2 days. Usually he's always texting, calling and texting, letting everybody know, his activities or what's if anything shady's going on, he's gonna alert, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna blow the whistle. Well, his friend, obviously he's not a good friend. Or maybe his friend's being trafficked too and don't even know it. I don't know really what's going on, but he's involved with some kid, another boy, I guess, that it wasn't good for him. Could be a girl, but I think it was a boy. Another, friend of his. And I went and bought supplies, because I knew I was in for it. Just in case, if I run into pushback, I got weapons and I got some accessories with me, just to help me get this job done. But little did I know I was up against a lot of gorilla niggas, dog. Black guys, gorilla niggas, big dudes. Tall, big. They weren't wearing red. None of them were wearing red. They were wearing not gangster clothes, but they were wearing different colors, different style clothes. I saw this kingpin nigga in the. I finally found the house, or it was like a. You open up the door and inside there is a staircase, and it went up to these apartments. Inside that building, it was a big building. You know what I'm saying? And when I went inside, there was a couple guys fucking a bitch on the staircase. One dude was doing his thing over here. One dude was playing dice. They were all doing something. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the main leader. He saw me. And I saw him. And I focused on him. I didn't give a fuck what else was going on. I said, you're the nigga that's running the show. And I told him, I said, I'm here for my son. Where is he? And he was like, what? And he gave me that, like, what, bitch? And I said, all right, man. You want me to go back and forth with you? You want me to be scared? You want me to worry? You want me to stress out? You want me to bow? What do you want me to do, bro? But I could tell that's what you want, but is that what you want me to do? Because that ain't gonna happen. I'm here for my son. But I didn't tell him that the second time. I just said it one time. I hate going back and forth with fucking dumbass niggas, dog. When they know, you heard me and you want to ask me what? Because if another nigga told you something, you would hear him. But when the king arrives, oh, what? Nah, I ain't gonna play your little fucking roach ass shit. So I called him out. I said, hey, come on. I said, since you run the show, let's see you run it out here. And he and all his gorilla niggas. So I said, oh fuck. But I don't fear shit, dog. I call everybody out. Everybody out or everybody involved. Not everybody out, but I call everybody involved out. And this bitch, white bitch shows up. And she has a big ass shank, a long white and blue shank. And this is what my heart is saying these are Crips, bro. Holding my kid hostage, my son. And I know there's probably multiple reasons why. Because I'm giving them a way out. They're getting cocky. They think, okay, if we break loose, when this day comes, we could just take over the world, bro. Fuck King. And then we could do it all. Little do you know, the Most High uses his anointed one. And his children are anointed as well. Protected as well. Chosen as well. Because they're a chosen family. We're all one. So what you do unto me, you do unto my kids. What you do unto my kids, you do unto me. And if I'm right, which I already blew the whistle spiritually with God to throw the intel, expose who really is running the show, because I know it's a game. I know it's a game. It might be the guerrilla mob, the GDs. It might be the Crips. It ain't the Bloods. I already pushed the Bloods so far back, they ain't fucking with me like that. I got Jay-Z, Beyonce paying me, going to court paying me billions right now. Billions of dollars, man. It's just a matter of time they get locked up, broke as fuck like P. Diddy. And then Taylor Swift and her boyfriend gonna go next. See, God uses me as bait, as a mirror, as a walking karma. And if I'm right, which I kind of feel, right now, I feel like I'm 60-50% right. That my own niggas that I'm protecting, dog. My own niggas I'm giving a way out. They don't have a way out no more. As a matter of fact, I'm cutting all your resources out. In prison and in the streets. I'm locking, because if this is true, if I'm right, I'm blocking all y'all's resources in prison until I straighten this shit out and get to the bottom of it. Because if I'm wrong, I'll give you everything back. I'll give you everything back. And I'll throw a little bit of commissary, to make it right. I'll be like, nah. I'll give you all that shit back, and I'll throw you a few more $100 for the, for starving and shit like that. I'll make it right. I might even throw a little more than a few hundred. I'll make it right, because you weren't in the wrong. But I gotta do, as a king, I gotta protect my throne. I gotta protect my kingdom. I gotta protect my people, bro, especially my loved ones. But the funny thing is, if you really aren't involved, Crips, I'm gonna push y'all into the center of all chaos, bro. The center of chaos. And y'all won't make it. I don't care how big you think you are. You won't make it. But if I'm wrong, glory to God, because I don't want to be right. Not on this. I never had beef with y'all. From what I know, what I'm aware of, I never had beef with y'all. Why do y'all think y'all walk around prisons and jails all freely and shit, eating good food, binding with your clique, you know, and my clique, and at peace with the ABers, you know, y'all are actually looking at each other, you know, seeing each other for who you really are. Yeah, the other niggas are gonna die, bro. They all gonna eventually die. Thongo Blast, Mixing Mafia, the Aztecs, the Bloods. But if you were smart and wise, you could be made like Texas, bro. You could be made like Texas. I'll give y'all food stands. I'll give y'all benefits. I'll give y'all, you know, as long as you roll with me, I'll treat y'all good. I'll treat y'all good. But like I said, I'm a bait, bro. I'm bait. Whoever's dumb enough to come and try to take my cheese, you know, or take my loved one's cheese, or even not try to take our cheese, but try to hurt us, slow us down. Nothing I want to address. People think I'm a, you know, oh, that nigga's a cash cow, dog. We could do this, and we'll, you know, we'll use them, you know, use it as hostage until we get paid. We don't get paid, we'll hold on to them for ransom or something, right? Like they do me and shit. But little do you know, dumbass, greedy ass niggas that are desperate are gonna do that. Low life, low frequency niggas. People that don't know better, people that are evil, people that don't give a fuck. So guys, like, I'm gonna throw you and make you look like a sheep, your son, your kids. But y'all ain't sheep, y'all are royalty. Sent by heaven, bro. Guarded by my angels, my righteous officials, righteous government, righteous military, righteous citizens. Worldwide, not just in your city. Worldwide. Praying for you. You know, praying that everything goes good for you. Praying so, because they know if everything goes good for me, it's going to go good for the whole world. It's going to benefit the whole entire world. It's going to benefit them as well as the world. Yeah, dog. So yeah, they're praying every day. God, please help the chosen one. You know, he has a lot on his plate, and I know, protect his loved ones. You know, protect his mind, his spirit, his soul, his flesh. Keep him healthy and strong. You know, lock up his evil family. You know, God, I know in your timing everything will happen. You know, shit like that, dog. And then you got the grimy devil worshippers. God, Satan, Lucifer, I know you want me to do this. And I will. It's like a dumbass. I will. You will not. Damn, nigga, you will not. I don't care how cocky you think you are, or special you think you are, or godly you think you are. I was locked up with this dude. He's all, what's a king to a god? And he said it like he's God. He's all, what the fuck's a king to a god? And I was like, ooh, boy. And he made bail. They fucking bonded him out. And I was in jail still, fucking suffering. And then that nigga comes back to jail. Not even a week or two later, he comes back to the same pod I was in. The same motherfucking GP I was in. with a broken arm, busted ass nose, cheek, eye, cuts on his face, bruises, scabs. A broken arm, dog, in a cast. Walking all fucked up like he needed a wheelchair. And I looked at him and I was about to say, what happened? I thought you were a guy. But I was like, I don't even gotta waste my breath on somebody loony like that. Looney Tune. They're just Looney Tune. They pursue, dog. So many fucking, I got stories, dog, like that, like my whole entire life. Shit, when I went to the mental hospital last time, I'm gonna get back to the subject. This one agent sent by Satan, I walked out of the cop car. They opened up the cop car, the back door, and I hopped out like a celebrity. And I said, where's Satan? Where's Satan, nigga? I'm ready for that pussy. And he was there. He didn't show up right away. He waited like a few days and then he popped up. After he laid the groundwork and shit. Had all his demons planned, everything planned out. Then he shows up like a pussy. He couldn't show up right on time like me. Well, he sent an agent and I told the cop, I said, look, here's a fucking agent right here. And then he was on the phone of some gangster fool. Bigger than me too. He was on the phone fucking giving me the death stare. Because I was in the back of the cop car telling the cop, the righteous cop that took me, everything, dog. I was telling him everything. It's all on camera. About the crooked cops in my city. And how the city's gonna fucking suffer for what they did. Everybody involved. Not this whole city. But everybody involved in this city's gonna fucking suffer and they gonna die, bro. The ones that ordered hits, to poison me and slow me down and steal from me and think they could fucking take my destiny. They think they could swap destinies with me, make me a bum and make them a king. Nah, they gonna be the bum and I'm gonna be the king. You get it? At the end of this minute, see, dumbasses, these wicked people, they're like, we gotta keep trying. We gotta keep doing music. Magic, bro. We gotta keep doing magic. That's the only way we can win. Just keep doing magic, bro. Keep doing magic. Voodoo, hexes, fucking Hindu, fucking witchcraft, curses, gypsies, and warlocks, and black magic, white magic. We gotta do sacrifices, human and animal sacrifices. We gotta keep doing it, bro. We gotta keep doing it. That's the only way we'll have a chance. So they think. So, bro, I'm having a good time. They want me stressed out when I get these downloads. They're like, he finds out, he'll find out that we got his son. We're doing shit to his, not to his son, but, this is another thing, dude. So I'm going to finish up with the Crips thing before I jump back to my son's story. That lady had a long white shank, right? And it had blue trimming on it. Baby blue trimming, like navy blue, baby blue trimming. Why would it be white and blue? I don't know. But she was talking to two friends of mine that showed up with me, to help me out. One of them was a girl, another, I think it was a dude. And the girl confronted that lady. And that lady went to that girl that I was with. And she was bucking up to her, and I walked up on her, and I hit the side of her hand, and the shank flew into the street. And I ran, got it, and I was like, what's up now, bitch? What's up? And I grabbed the shank, and it was long and sharp. Long, motherfucking, like 2.5 feet. About long, motherfucking shank. Long and sharp. And it wasn't big, it was thin. And I said, oh yeah, this motherfucker would do some damage. And the black fools saw that. And I told the white lady, right before shit popped off, I told the white lady, I said, where's my son? Tell me now, where's my son? And I don't know if she said, I'm trying to remember the exact words. She said, I want to say she said these two things. I know she said this last thing. She said, I think I saw blood on it, or I didn't. Or I told her, I can't remember. See, I woke up a little too fast because other shit popped up. A lot of downloads happened after that. A lot of action happened in this download. A lot of action. And she said, he's dead. And I said, dead? She says, oh yeah, you don't see the blood on the knife? And I looked at the knife, there's no blood on it. You know what I'm saying? Although this bitch is trying to do voodoo on me, dog. She's trying to get in my spirit, I guess. You know, my head, you know, like NK Ultra shit. You know what I'm saying? Although, bitch, I know you're lying, because God will not allow my son to die. He shall be given. My son, my God told me that my son shall be given. And God's just using my son as bait just as well as me, people. I should already have my inheritance, but I have Pete, I have JD Vance and Trump. Like, no, if we give them money, and I heard Pete, I want to say it was Pete. Yeah, man, if a guy really cares, he wouldn't care about money. He would care about saving the world. No, it's the other way around, pussy. I need the money to save the world. I need money to be healthy and strong to save the world. What you're doing is building karma up for you. God damn it. Because you think God wants to see me suffer? I'm only suffering because of you. You know, I like how JD Vance acts alone when he's doing, you know, when he's being interviewed. Now he looks different, talks different, moves different. But once he's around Pete or any other motherfucking Trump, he's back to JD Vance again, dog. So is Pete. They demons, dog. And then you get burgers to my military officials, right? And you try to bond with them, get intel with them and shit like that. Okay, cool. I'm not knocking that. But you only did it to like 10 soldiers with them. Like, that's gonna make me, oh, whoa, you changed the world with a box of McDonald's burgers, dog. Throw them some fucking Chick-fil-A, some motherfucking Whataburger. Throw them some fucking Raising Cane's or something. Some Little Caesars pizza with all kinds of pizzas they could fucking eat. Boxes forever, you know. Then I'll be like, wow, they fed 100. Okay, 100 people. Wow, they fed 1,000 soldiers. 3,000. You know, I'll be like, damn, okay. And it's a big deal. I do that shit on my upside down on my back. You know what I'm saying? Upside down. I do that on my head. I can do that on my head, dog. Or I can do that shit upside down. Anyways, but like y'all, I don't know, y'all. It's just, it's funny how y'all wear suits, y'all do y'all, but you don't let your king do him. At least a little bit of him. At least a little. Get a car. Help him out here in the house. You know, help him out. You know, drain the swamp here. Y'all will go drain DC. Oh yeah. Y'all will go and arrest 630 people. Lock up all these immigrants. Y'all are concerned about that, but you ain't concerned about my neighborhood or my city. The feds are, but you're not. You won't send no military to fucking lock up my neighbors. You know, you won't guard my Gulf of Mexico the way it should be, because the next story is gonna expose you, and this exposure is gonna, it's gonna, dog. When I'm speaking, dog, it's a lot of people are gonna hate you even more, Pete, JD Vance, and Trump, because y'all keep plotting, dog. See, this is what y'all project to the world. This is what y'all want. If he really does care about the world, he doesn't need nothing. He just needs to shut up and deal with it. Just shut up and fucking deal with it. Okay, nigga, when you're in hell and God kills you and sends you to hell, we're all gonna be here in earth and in heaven. Shut up, deal with it. Deal with it. Or as I rise and rise and rise and rise and rise day by day, I'm gonna look at you through TV and it's the phone, and you're gonna be smaller and smaller, shrinking every day. I'm gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, wealthier, powerful. You're gonna lose more authority. I'm gonna get more authority over you. Eventually, I will. Eventually, I am. And then I'm gonna tell you, how come you didn't give me my money? I promise. They didn't. No, it's they now. You said on TV, if a nigga really does care, it shouldn't be about the money. It should be just shut up and deal with it. You know, if you say you're gonna change the world, then do it. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about this. Don't worry. And I'm like, it's not that I worry, nigga. It's just, I've done enough to this world. I've done enough saving. I've done enough helping. I've done enough credibility, enough to get recognition for, and I don't even get that. I've done enough charity. I've done enough fucking killing these demons, slaying these demons, exposing these demons. And I can't even get a car. I can't even get an extra $100 on my food stamp. I can't even get a few weapons. I can't even get my neighbors wiped out, my family locked up. But you could use my stolen money, my inheritance, to shut me up, try to project like I'm still the problem. Like, bitch, nah. You know, God sees it all. I see it all. We hear it all. We know it all. I mean, he does. I don't know everything like God, but goddamn, I know everything that nobody else knows on earth. I know more than you, Pete, and that's because you got thousands of fucking higher up intelligent military on your side. Thousands working for you, Pete and Trump and JD Vance. Where's my motherfucking command center? Where's my motherfucking intel fucking office? Where's my motherfucking books and maps and documents and red phone I could pick up on if a threat happens? Where's my phone at? Where's my backup like y'all's? But yet, y'all are just envious and jealous behind closed doors, and I understand, you know, I understand. You're bumming off my money, dog. You're a roach. You're living off my money. I understand. You know, you're wearing suits that actually belong to me. I understand. You don't want the world to know this. I understand you don't want the world to crack down on this fraud ass post office mail going on. You know, this fake ass people on my back, dog. Chris, come to find out, that dude I told you in that video with the mail, it's this dude back here, he's not a kid, but he's the younger dude. He's like 20, 21 now. 19, 20, 21. Anyways, I don't want to say his name for, you know, but you already know. You know who I'm talking about. And he's stealing my ID. He stole my ID. He's using my identity to go buy chips, pizza, you know. Hey, at least he put gas. They even bought a car. Then he fucking wrecked it and used it for Satan's agenda, and then they towed it. And then he put fucking an envelope and he stashed it in the fucking tow truck, the fucking car. And the tow truck guy came all kind of shady, dog. He towed the car away. You understand what I'm saying? All this identity fraud's going on in my fucking house, dog. Living off my money. Living off my goddamn money, dog. You know, my grandpa and grandma are slamming things on the ground right now because they hear me saying the truth. But God will not let people like that stop His chosen one from saying the truth, exposing the truth. God won't even let them interfere in the truth or stop or slow down the truth. God won't allow it. This needs to be spoken. It needs to be said. You know, He's using my identity, bro. He stole my identity. He's using my identity. Him and his baby mama are trying to get credit cards under my identity. Debit cards, MasterCards, Visa cards, whatever they can to steal from me. Supposedly he moved to La Armada earlier, a little while back, and he got accepted in La Armada, him and his baby mama and his kid. And I blocked that too. I said, that nigga don't deserve to be in La Armada. That nigga don't. And then on top of that, he's a fucking mujal, dog. He's a legal immigrant. ICE needs to come get his ass on RICO charges, theft. Not just him, but his baby mama and Vincent. They're all fucking mujals. They're all from Mexico. They're illegal immigrants, bro. Illegal. They're all cartels. They like to run with Tango. The Vincent likes to run with Aztec bikers. And all the Aztec bikers are bumming all my money too. Stolen identity. The Tango Blast, they're all using my stolen identity. The Bloods. Mexican Mafia. I know this for a fact, bro. They're all living on my stolen money, and then on top of that, selling drugs. God's gonna crush these demons right now, dog. God already exposed them all. God's gonna lock these fools up already. I ain't tripping. I ain't even tripping. And my grandpa, he's the same way. He's the same thing. So anyway, I'm gonna change the subject. Anyways, yeah, so y'all Crips, dog, y'all are involved. You know, I'm taking all your resources, and then y'all are gonna be thrown into the lion's den, bro. You know, prison by prison, you know, state by state. You know, it's gonna be so organized, you ain't gonna know what hit you, dog. You ain't gonna know how to get out of it. You ain't gonna get out of it. Just letting you know right now. But if it ain't you, Crips, I'll give you your shit back. I'll make it right. And at least you know not to fuck with me ever fuck with me. Or my kids. Or my loved ones. Or fuck with me, period. Because I will fucking rip y'all to pieces, dog. I will. So, I love y'all, man. I hope y'all didn't do this. I hope y'all didn't do this. But if y'all did, you made my day. You made my fucking day. You made my day. So the next subject. Back to that story. I had the shank with me still, you know what I mean? And the black dudes came out. All of them came out, and they were running after me. And I said, damn, I can't get them all at once. I gotta run. You know, I gotta run and take one out here, take one out there while I'm running. But they were closing in on me left and right, different angles. And I just said, damn, I'm running out of energy and breath. I need to start taking them out. So I turned around and started stabbing them. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking John Wick shit. And then I saw right away after that, I saw a military helicopter, two blades, I keep forgetting the fucking name of my choppers, dog. I know the Apaches and Blackhawks and all that, but this is the bigger one with the two blades on it. The big ones, the two blades that spin the same way, not the rotor and then the blade. This is the two one with the tailgate that drops down and then they parachute out the Marines or whatever, right? So anyways, I see this helicopter coming straight directly at me, and it flies over me and it shoots flare, and they're speaking through the speaker. You know, they had a speaker on the helicopter and it says, "We're in attack, take cover. We're getting attacked, take cover. Everybody get in their houses, we're getting attacked." And they're blowing they're shooting the flares, warning the city downtown. And it was flying right over me, dog. And I mean, I could feel the heat from the flares falling next to me. And as soon as the chopper turns and takes off that way, I see about 10 rockets, 10 missiles shoot directly at me. And I knew it was gonna either hit me or land right next to me and blow up. But I said, "You're trying to kill me and my son." Because they knew I was there looking for my son. They did not want me to find my son or get a hold of my son or know where my son was at. So they fired those missiles. And Crips don't have missiles, but if Crips are involved, they're involved. They're not just doing this alone. They got backup. Somewhere they got military backup by crooked officials, crooked government, military, even because these missiles, look, I'm gonna tell you even more deeper shit. Deeper. These missiles were the thin ones. Thin. They weren't thick, short, with big wings, like atomic bombs or something. There wasn't none of that. It wasn't a drone. It was a long tube with little, 4 wings here, 4 little wings here, and the end 4 little wings there. And then when they shot, and I ran to those missiles, I was all, if you're gonna take my son, you're gonna take me with you, motherfucker, because I ain't going out without my son, So I'm running towards those missiles. I'm mad and angry. I don't give a fuck. I want my son. I want my son. And everybody's running this direction, trying to leave the action, and I'm running to the action. And I was racing for the hit, because I was like, damn, the missile's coming right at me, dog. And boing, and it missed me by like inches. Bing, bing, bing. And it kept skidding. It didn't explode. None of them exploded. None of these missiles exploded. And these kids down the street and all these people in the city were running to the missiles and kicking it and pushing it, trying to see if it'll blow up like it's a firework or something. And I told everybody, y'all need to I told the kids, no, get away, no, don't do that. But nothing happened. I guess the missiles were duds. Nothing happened. And I saw one broken in pieces, and I pick it up. I mean, this other dude pick it up. Me and this other guy, this other citizen, some other man that was next to me that witnessed all this action too. I pick up like 2, 3, 4 parts, and I'm holding on to them, and I'm running to the seawall. The steps are at, and I'm going to the T-heads, and I'm telling myself, I need to run into a soldier. I need to ask the soldier what kind of missiles these are and where did they come from, who's firing them. I need to know who's attacking us, you know what I'm saying? And he says, if I'm wrong, but I want to say, he said they're AH-60s, HA-60s, or AH-80s, or HA-80s. And he was like, yeah, like he knew right away when he saw him. He's like, oh yeah, those are some 60s or some 80s. And when I was walking with the dude with all these parts, he was carrying parts too. I saw tubes with like fluid, like oil fluid dripping out of the missile, like parts of the missile, and I saw like tubing like that, like it was weird, like a coil of tubes, but a thick. It wasn't like little tubing, little coils. It was like a thick coil of tubes, and there was like hydraulic. There you go, hydraulic fluid dripping out of those parts. But they were long and thin missiles. And I saw like 10 of them. And they're all getting shot like 50 feet apart. Like about 50 feet. 50 to 80 to 100 feet apart. One will get shot, another one. And I saw about 10 of them. And none of them blew up. I didn't see none explode, none. Now I'm saying this because this is not gonna happen. I'm saying this because I already put it into it. I already exposed it. You know, I already exposed it. If it's the Crips there, I already exposed it. It's just a matter of time. I get the intel back, and I'm gonna be like, yep, I was right, or yep, oh, you know, oh shit, I was wrong. Okay, good. Not oh yeah, I was wrong. I'll be like, oh, okay, good thing I was wrong, man, because I'm trying to save as many souls as I can. You know, I don't want to kill people, dog. I don't, but I will if I have to. I will if I have to. So yeah, man, I'm all right. I'm doing good today. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the day. I'm gonna let you know. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the day, man, and relax, because you know y'all are in the wrong, man. If y'all know y'all could give me some money and y'all ain't giving me at least a little bit of money, y'all are in the wrong. You know that y'all are in the wrong all the way around, You know, y'all may be saying we just want to see if there's any more roaches out there that'll come and, you know, harass you or threaten you, because we want to get them all. I'll be like, okay, I'm cool with that, but at least on the download, come to my house, call me, text me, say, hey, I got a little something for you. This is gonna help you get by. I'll be like, shh, okay. I won't, you know, I'll still act poor on TV, but down the download, I'm good, I'm set. You know what I'm saying? At least help me out like that. I won't even have to leave this house if I don't need to, and until you fucking figure shit out later on. Or within days from now, or hours from now, or weeks from now. But that's why I can't be stagnant and let the world say, oh yeah, this is okay. I better shut up, because yeah, just know I'm too smart, bro. I'm too smart. I just feel sorry for whoever fucks me over, dog, in life. I feel sorry for them. When I did nothing to them but want to bless them, see them happy, see them prosper, see them thrive, see them healthy, see them back with their family, see them strong again, see them succeed, hit their goals, you know, see them happy, see them laugh, see them eating healthy and going places they never been, driving a car they never had. But I hit all the subjects today. I'm not worried. I don't want to talk too much today. I just want to get this off my chest. You know, and once again, you know, they want me shitting bricks, scared, nervous, worried, especially worried. And I'm not. I know what they're planning, and I keep destroying their plans, bro. Obviously, I know. Oh, to those rockets. My heart, the Marine didn't tell me who it was though. He just told me the brand of the missile. You know, the name of the missile. He didn't tell me who fired it. He was a Marine. He had his white hat, his blue button-up jacket, and his whites. He was driving in a car with his family, or his brother or dad, on the passenger side, and he saw me with parts of military parts, and he was like, "Hey, what you got there, boy?" And I was like, hey, soldier, I need to know, what kind of missiles you are, man. They just fired at us. I want to know now. And he said AH-60s, or 8H-80s, or HA-60s, HA-80s, something like that. I might even still be wrong, but it was four words, 2 letters and 2 numbers. It was 2 letters and two numbers, and it had like a dash, and then it was 80 or 60 or something like that. AH-60, AH-80, HH-60, HH-80, something like that. That's what I heard. And my heart was telling me they're either Africans, Middle Easterns, or fucking Russians. It was somebody like that. Because those rockets look like Middle Eastern rockets. They did. Like Syria rockets or Iran kind of style rockets. They weren't American made. Nah, hell nah, they weren't American made. They were like, these are foreign rockets. Cheap, ghetto ass rockets. Yeah. But I exposed it already. It's just a matter of time. The world knows. And I fucked up again, the Illuminati's plans. Because obviously they didn't. First it was Trump firing with my military. I stopped that from happening. Trump's like, I'm stopping wars, left and right. I stopped 6 wars. I'm the one who stopped the 6 wars from you causing 6 wars on us. I'm the one stopping those 6 wars because of you. Oh no, I'm the president, man. JD Vance and Trump, they like to do this, God damn, dog. Yeah. He's like, I already stopped 6 wars this past year. But little do you know, I was about to make these wars happen, but King stopped the 6 wars, but I can't let nobody know that. I stole his money, I'm doing this all behind closed doors. I'm trying to buy, they attack them somehow, then Corpus in Texas. He's like Beavis and Butthead, bro. That's the way I look at him now, Beavis and Butthead. Anyways, yeah. I started these 6 wars, but King, he figured us out, so I couldn't. He fucking blew us up. I ain't saying nothing though, but he killed a lot of my motherfuckers, man. He wiped us out. So I had to hire these foreigners to come over here, shoot at him at this day, because I know he was gonna find out where his son's located at, and I'm using these gangsters to, you know, to hold his son hostage, you know, and you know, just, oh, no. But once again, you fucked my plan up. But I'm gonna add 7 wars that I stopped. But there's gonna be a day where well, I stopped the 7, right? But there's gonna be a day where I do. That's all. It's a wrap. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's a wrap. It's gonna be happy. It's gonna be real soon too, dog. And when this shit pops off, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. I got this prophet, dog, that on YouTube that I follow. I see him pop up every now and then. And he's a prophet, you know, I know he is. He's a God-fearing man. You know, he's a Jesus freak like me. And he has a beautiful wife. You know, I could tell but the only thing I don't like about him is that he knows who I am. I know his wife knows a little bit about me, but I know he knows a lot about me. He knows a lot about me. But he's like, Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump that. But he won't acknowledge what I do. He'll only acknowledge what Trump does. So even though he's a prophet, you know, I can't fuck with him if he's a real prophet. You know, I can't fuck with him. He's a prophet. He's one of me. Regardless if I don't agree with some of his ways, a lot of his ways, I still can't. I can't attack him. I can't curse him. I can't, you know, wish death upon. I can't do none of that, bro, because he's a child of the Most High and he's a prophet. Touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm. I'm anointed and a prophet. And if he's not anointed, but he's a prophet. If he is a prophet, I cannot harm him. You know, but I do not agree with how he worships Trump, bro. He gives credit to Trump, and he's like, I know who's doing all this. He'll say that. He'll be like, yeah, I know who's doing all this behind closed doors, but, you know, I just want to thank Trump for stopping this, doing this on our behalf for our nation, our country. But I know who's really working behind the scenes, making all this happen, making all this, you know. I know who. I know who's starting all this. Or causing all this, or starting all this, but he won't say where I came from or who. At least he'll drop a little hint. He'll just be like, nah, but I know who's really calling the shots. But, you know, but I like to thank Trump. He goes back to Trump all the time, dog. But I know it's because he don't want backlash. He doesn't want to go to mental hospitals or get persecuted or go to jail. So he's like, I gotta be a Christian man. I can't, you know, I gotta pray for everybody. And I'm like, I'm a Christian man too. Now I know, you know, not to push the envelope too far, you know. Now I know, just wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. I make plans, I make goals, and I execute them. You know, I strike, I conquer, and I rule. And I execute that too. Not execute that, but I strike, I conquer, and I rule when I have to at that time. You know, right then and there. Right then and there. Anyways, so I I'm gonna download this video, put it on YouTube. This one is not too long. I think I'll hit a lot of things today. But yeah, man, like, grow up. You know what I'm saying? Stop breadcrumbing your king, and because I swear to God, dog, everybody involved in breadcrumbing me, when you know you could do, when you know, like, oh my God, bro. Trump, if you're involved in this and you don't want to pay me, you know, what I deserve, just to, you know, instead of crumb, throw me a steak at least, you know. A loaf of bread, a steak, you know, some groceries, you know what I'm saying, some boxes of some goodies and shit, so I could fucking. But if you don't, Trump, nah, it's alright, bro. I'm not gonna fucking beg nobody, no. I'm not gonna beg you, my lawyer, judge, nobody, no. Just know that what you're doing is wrong. You're looking at this the wrong way. The wrong way. You're doing all this the wrong way, bro. Yeah, you can use me as bait. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I've been bait this whole time. What the fuck? Me being bait till the fat lady sings, that's fine. I understand. I'm bait, bro. But I'm bait that can't be killed. I'm bait that can't be stolen. I'm bait that can't be conquered and overruled or took me. I'm the crown, bro. You can't take my crown. I'm the crown. I can't die. I can't be stopped. Y'all looking at this all wrong, man. At least y'all could do is say, King, just, you know, here's what your heart desires, but don't say nothing. Just act, you know, act Looney Tune a little bit, like you don't know what's really going on. I'll be like, that's what I always do. What are you talking about? And, you know, I'll be like, but thank you. Now that you're on, now you're learning. Now you got all that bad karma fucking taken out of your life, taken away from your life. Now you could fucking sleep better at night, I'm sure. Now you don't have to. Anyways, man, I'm talking to fucking kids, bro. They have a lot to learn in this world. Alright, I'm out, man. Much love.